ChillbrewRadio
I used to walk the city streets, just scanning every face I'd meet. A quiet hum beneath the noise, a hope that rarely found its voice. I felt like static on the line, a signal fading, hard to find. Like looking for the single map to close a lonely, empty gap. I almost put the quest to sleep, the promises I couldn't keep. Then in a flash, the filter cleared, and all the doubt just disappeared. You are the phrase that I forgot to say, the open window at the close of day, the perfect cadence that the tempo knew. My parallel line finally running true. We found the frequency, we found the key. It's like the universe aligned for me. I didn't know the shape until you showed the final piece that lightens up the low. You read the margins of my book, the quiet places others overlook. You know the reason that I smile and hold the secrets for a while. There is no need for careful speech. You stand right where the heart can reach. It feels like history we shared, a safe harbor I was not prepared. I almost put the quest to sleep, the promises I couldn't keep. Then in a flash the filter cleared, and all the doubt just disappeared. You are the phrase that I forgot to say, the open window at the close of day, the perfect cadence that the tempo knew. My parallel line finally running true. We found the frequency, we found the key. It's like the universe aligned for me. I didn't know the shape until you showed the final piece that lightens up the low. I thought that love was just a choice, a lovely sound, a fleeting voice, but this feels deeper than design. Fate woven in the ancient twine, like gravity decided then to pull us back together now and when. We weren't just lucky, we were bound, the clearest music ever found. Ooh. You are the phrase that I forgot to say, the open window at the close of day, the perfect cadence that the tempo knew. My parallel line finally running true. We found the frequency, we found the key. It's like the universe aligned for me. I didn't know the shape until you showed the final piece that lightens up the low. My parallel line finally running true. Everything aligned for me. The perfect fit, finally in focus now. Finally in focus somehow. I used to move through crowded rooms, seeking something out of sight, hearing echoes and fuzzy tunes beneath the artificial light. Try to match 100 steps to rhythms I could never hold, always searching for a manuscript that had not yet been told. But the air just shifted low the moment that you crossed the floor, a certain hum that only I had ever heard before, like 1,000 distant signals suddenly aligned and new. When I finally heard the frequency that brought me straight to you. You are the latitude I needed, the one meridian line, the quiet answer to the question running through my mind. Every piece of my own compass finally points to truth. I speak a secret language that is only understood by you. We don't need to finish sentences, the thoughts already shared, like we read the same book underneath the atmosphere prepared. I saw history reflected in the softness of your gaze, knowing we were walking parallel through different winding ways. And now I realize the waiting was the time we spent growing strong, just preparing for the moment that we knew where we belong. You are the latitude I need, the precipice upon the lonely brink. Now I see the steady anchor that was always meant to weigh, and the silent promise of a perfectly calibrated day. You weren't meant to save me, love. You were simply meant to be the missing page I needed to complete the whole of me. You are the latitude I needed, the one meridian line, the quiet answer to the question running through my mind. Every piece of my own compass finally points to truth. I speak a secret language that is only understood understood by you.
I spent my 20s checking maps against a compass spinning loose, and tried to fit in tiny gaps and never justify the use. I felt like static on the line, a whisper lost in crowded rooms, just waiting for a perfect sign to break through all the gathering glooms. I watched the faces pass me by, they didn't see the hidden cause, just saw the surface of the sky and missed the reason I felt lost. Then in a corner, quiet, bright, you pulled a chair out of the shade, and suddenly the fading light was perfect, unafraid. You're the melody I learned to play before I ever found the sheet, the only voice that takes away the heavy burden of defeat. Like two old tuning forks aligned, we hum the same specific key, the pocket full of clarity that shows me where I'm meant to be. You finish thoughts before they start, you read the footnotes in my head, the hidden chambers of my heart know everything that isn't said. We speak in comfortable shorthand, a language nobody defined. I only have to reach my hand to know exactly what I'll find. You never rush to fill the space when silence needs to take a hold. Just recognize the inner pace, a story that won't be controlled. And standing here within your sound, the heavy searching starts to cease. This patch of solid sacred ground is finally affording peace. You're the melody I learned to play before I ever found the sheet, the only voice that takes away the heavy burden of defeat. Like two old tuning forks aligned, we hum the same specific key, the pocket full of clarity that shows me where I'm meant to be. I wonder how the winding road was always pointing to your door, a quiet promise nature sowed long, long before we knew the score. We're woven threads from one design, a pattern etched beneath the blue, and now the stars are back in line, because I finally found you. You're the melody I learned to play before I ever found the sheet, the only voice that takes away the heavy burden of defeat. Like two old tuning forks aligned, we hum the same specific key, the pocket full of clarity that shows me where I'm meant to be. That shows me where I'm meant to be.
The chair I always claim is tucked by the bay window pane. I trace the condensation, erasing the slow rain. The world outside is muted, just the quiet click of cups, and then the door swings open and my whole attention jumps. You stand there drying off the dampness from your collar, and the world that had been silver turns instantly to color. It isn't indigestion or the rush of caffeine high. It's a tiny spinning compass where my careful thoughts should lie. I try to breathe in deeply, hands steady on the glass, but the trembling underneath is happening too fast. It's a pocket full of static, a whisper in the heat, a sudden wild percussion beneath my chair and seat. My breathing turns to lace when you are standing near, this lovely logo shaking this wonderful small fear. I'm wired like a current, barely keeping it contained, a sweet and nervous system I can never explain. You choose the table nearest, sorting books upon the rack. I memorize the angle of the shadows on your back. I calculate the odds of simply walking over there, and every option vanishes into the heavy air. You shift your weight and glance up, catching me in mid-retreat, and suddenly the concrete beneath my shoes feels fleet. It isn't indigestion or the rush of caffeine high. It's a tiny spinning compass where my careful thoughts should lie. I try to breathe in deeply, hands steady on the glass, but the trembling underneath is happening too fast. It's a pocket full of static, a whisper in the heat, a sudden wild percussion beneath my chair and seat. My breathing turns to lace when you are standing near, this lovely logo shaking this wonderful small fear. I'm wired like a current, barely keeping it contained, a sweet and nervous system I can never explain. I used to crave the stillness, the quiet, safe and slow, but now I understand the pleasure of the hum below. It's a fragile, foolish magic that ignites inside my core, and I find I love the feeling, though it leaves me wanting more. I don't wanna be steady, I prefer to lose control and let this happy buzzing finally take its toll. It's a pocket full of static, a whisper in the heat, a sudden wild percussion beneath my chair and seat. My breathing turns to lace when you are standing near, this lovely logo shaking this wonderful small fear. I'm wired like a current, barely keeping it contained, a sweet and nervous system I can never explain. Just humming low, where the sweet static goes, a delicate disaster, getting faster, faster whenever you are near. My wonderful small fear. I was counting raindrops on the pane, hoping for the sunshine after rain. The counter radio was playing low, just watching weary strangers come and go. Then the door swung in on chilly air, and everything you were was standing there, a simple backdrop painted gray and brown, the quietest corner of a sleepy town. My coffee cup forgot to leave the tray, I forgot the words I meant to say. The clock hands paused their synchronized decay, and suddenly the noise had drained away. It wasn't just a flicker or a spark, it was a light switch turning on the dark. It felt like finding something long mislaid, a promise that the universe didn't look at me, you just looked through, searching for the window seat for two. The way your coat fell heavy on the chair, I memorized the shadows in your hair, and every move you made was poetry, a language that was only meant for me. I stood suspended, silent as a dream, caught inside the stillness of a stream. My coffee cup forgot to leave the tray, I forgot the words I meant to say. The clock hands paused their synchronized decay, and suddenly the noise had drained away. It wasn't just a flicker or a spark, it was a light switch turning on the dark. It felt like finding something long mislaid, a promise that the universe had made. Yeah, my heart didn't beat, it just confessed. This is the harbor where I have to rest, a split-second geometry of grace. You were the only soul in this whole place. I know the cynics say it's just a myth, a chemical reaction that we live with, but my soul didn't choose, my soul just knew that all my searching always led to you. It wasn't planning, it was just the truth, a sudden wisdom blossoming from youth. It was a memory I hadn't lived yet, the single moment I could not forget. It wasn't just a flicker or a spark, it was a light switch turning on the dark. It felt like finding something long mislaid, a promise that the universe had made. Yeah, my heart didn't beat, it just confessed. This is the harbor where I have to rest, a split-second geometry of grace. You were the only soul in this whole place. Just one breath drawn, one silent glance, one small incredible zero-sum chance. I was already gone, already done, the instant that my new life had begun, already begun. The Polaroid of now. I used to think the world was painted gray, just 50 shades of passing through the day. My windows face the back of brick and stone. I sat and read the truths I thought I'd known. The dust motes danced in beams of borrowed light, and every hour felt like late twilight. There was a quiet waiting in the air, a silent footnote written everywhere. But now you are the gravity in mine, a perfect rhythm, simple and divine, and every color spilled across the floor. I didn't know what daylight looked like before. You are the second sun rising in my room, the only warmth that pierces through the gloom. This mad deep love is gentle and so vast, a future built upon a solid past. The coffee cools, we watch the shadows crawl. I listen close to hear you breathe at all. I trace the map upon your sleeping hand, the secret language that I understand. Your presence is a comfortable sound, no need for fevered words upon this ground. You turn the pages of a life unseen, and showed me all the places I had been. And now you are the gravity in mine, a perfect rhythm, simple and divine, and every color spilled across the floor. I didn't know what day gentle and so vast, a future built upon a solid past. It's not just happiness that fills the space, it's quiet truth reflected on your face. If every anchor in the world should sway and all the certainties were blown away, I wouldn't tremble, wouldn't need to try, because the simple fact of you is why I know exactly where I am to land, a universe held steady in your hand. Oh, you are the gravity in mine, a perfect rhythm, simple and divine, and every color spilled across the floor. I didn't know what daylight looked like before. You are the second sun rising in my room, the only warmth that pierces through the gloom. This mad deep love is gentle and so vast, a future built upon a solid past. My second sun rising soft and slow, just sitting here knowing you won't go. The quiet confirmation, crystal clear, I'm finally finally here. The air was thick with static gray, just another Tuesday afternoon. I watched the rain outside the window play, waiting for the clock hand to hit noon. My lukewarm coffee tasted bittersweet, the same 4 songs the radio had found. I didn't think there was a soul to meet in all the usual droning coffee shop sound. Then the chime above the doorway rang, it was a sound I never heard before. Not a bell but a chord that sweetly sang as you stepped onto the wooden floor. You shook the raindrops from your collar white and paused to scan the tiny vacant space, and something broke completely deep inside the second I saw the light reflect your face. It was the angle of the light you stood in, a sudden stop of every spinning gear. I knew exactly where my life was heading, though you'd been distant just a second near. My gravity shifted just like that, I didn't think I didn't have to try. You were the truth beneath the worn out mad, and I fell down the blue inside your eye. You brushed the dampness from your woolen sleeve, a little curl fell just across your cheek. I searched for something I could disbelieve, a flaw I desperately felt I should seek. You chose a chair against a far wall wood, and didn't notice that I couldn't blink, or how the music faded to a hum that stood suspended near the counter by the sink. All other futures went completely numb the instant that your silent history began. I only knew this feeling had become the simplest, most essential, honest plan. It was the angle of the light you stood in, a sudden stop of every spinning gear. I knew exactly where my life was heading, though you've been distant just a second near. My gravity shifted just like that, I didn't think I didn't have to try. You were the truth beneath the worn out mad, and I fell down the blue inside your eye. They say that true love takes a patient hand, and that the wisdom waits outside the door. But suddenly I know this promised land is what I've always been preparing for. It wasn't logic, just a simple fact, like breathing in or finding north is true. There is no chance that I could turn back, I knew the shape of me belonged to you. It was the angle of the light you stood in, a sudden stop of every spinning gear. I knew exactly where my life was heading, though you've been distant just a second near. My gravity shifted just like that, I didn't think I didn't have to try. You were the truth beneath the worn out mad, and I fell down the blue inside your eye.
so many years drawing maps in the dark, searching for shelter, just a lonely spark. I learned the cadence of confusing sound, trying to fit my shape upon uncertain ground. I met a dozen people who held half a key. They unlocked rooms I didn't truly want to see. A gentle rhythm, but a song incomplete, just echoes bouncing on a busy street. But you are the frequency my dial leans toward, the single word that makes the whole world soft. We are the two halves of a lost accord, a fragile balance finally held out aloft. You are the calibration, steady and true, the deep breath I didn't know I needed to take. Suddenly everything I thought I knew fits in the blueprint that we started to make. Where the sentence ends, you catch the meaning when my spirit bends. You see the history written on my face and understand the burden of my secret space. It's like we read the same book years ago and memorized the parts we were too scared to show. The quiet language that my heart forgot is every single syllable you've got. And you are the frequency my dial leans toward, the single word that makes the whole world soft. We are the two halves of a lost accord, a fragile balance finally held aloft. You are the calibration, steady and true, the deep breath I didn't know I needed to take. Suddenly everything I thought I knew fits in the blueprint that we started to make. They say that destiny is merely time well spent, but I believe this moment must have been heaven sent. The universe arranged itself precise and slow, just waiting for the perfect moment for us to know. We aren't just chemistry, we are the gravity, pulling the scattered pieces back to where they're meant to be. Oh, you are the frequency my dial leans toward, the single word that makes the whole world soft. We are the two halves of a lost accord, a fragile balance finally held out aloft. You are the calibration, steady and true, the deep breath I didn't know I needed to take. Suddenly everything I thought I knew fits in the blueprint that we started to make. The blueprint that we started to make. The calibration, steady and true, just the two of us, finally through the calibration, me and you. It was Tuesday, maybe 3 o'clock. The city sighing slow. I was racing down the pavement block, a place I had to go. The worn umbrella in my hand just flipped right inside out. I cursed the cold and shaking land and stumbled past my route. I missed the bus by half a minute, stood soaking in the lane and felt a tiny world within it dissolve beneath the rain. This wasn't on the map I drew, not written in the stars. A moment strange and sudden new that healed up all my scars. It felt like accidental grace, a cosmic misdirection. We found our true and honest place, a fortunate connection. We found our true and honest place the moment our eyes met. I was tangled in a flimsy scarf, a clumsy kind of curse. You waited by the tiny cafe arch and offered me your purse to hold my wet thing. You laughed a sound so warm and
chimes in July. You said the world can wait aloft their shelter where we lie. The streetlights blurred to amber pools. The thunder started low, and we broke all the hurried rules, refusing then to go. This wasn't on the map I drew, not written in the stars. A moment strange and sudden new that healed up all my scars. It felt like accidental grace, a cosmic misdirection. We found our true and honest place, a fortunate connection. We found our true and honest place, the moment our eyes met. If I had caught that 6:15 or worn my better shoes, if everything had been pristine, I would have had to lose this whisper light and rare, this beautiful mistake. I wouldn't trade the soaking air for sanity's cold sake. Thank goodness I was slow, thank goodness I was lost, for wandering led me where the path of fortune crossed. This wasn't on the map I drew, not written in the stars. A moment strange and sudden new that healed up all my scars. It felt like accidental grace, a cosmic misdirection. We found our true and honest place, a fortunate connection. We found our true and honest place, the moment our eyes met. Oh, an accidental grace in this forgotten rainy place, a fortunate detour, my dear, the way that love surprised us here. It surprised us here. It surprised us here. Clock hand spinning way too fast, a Thursday afternoon blur. I was clutching crumpled lists, pretending that I was sure of the answers to my day, the route I always have to take. Head down in the concrete maze, a calculating mistake. I was focused on the ground, the pattern of the tile, just trying to make it through the next exhausted mile. Then the crowd just stopped inside, and my focus broke like glass. I didn't see you standing there, I only felt the crash of my carefully stacked plans dissolving in the street. And suddenly we were standing still, tangled head to feet. It was a reckless turn of fortune, a beautiful high-speed spill, a sudden stop I couldn't dodge, standing perfectly still. The golden collision shattering the frame of what I knew. I bumped into destiny that day when I accidentally rear into you. I apologize for seconds straight, expecting you to frown for dragging both of us abruptly to a sudden halt or down. But you just laughed, a low warm sound like honey in the air, and brushed the moment off with such a quiet, easy care. Your eyes were soft and gray and wide, reflecting back my shock, and suddenly the urgent world stopped ticking on the clock. All the deadlines lost their sting, the schedule started fading. The only sound that mattered was the breath you were inhaling, and all my carefully stacked plans seemed foolish and obsolete. It was a reckless turn of fortune, a beautiful high-speed spill, a sudden stop I couldn't dodge, standing perfectly still. The golden collision shattering the frame of what I knew. I bumped into destiny that day when I accidentally led me straight into your voice. It wasn't choice, it wasn't planned. It was a subtle tilt of fate, a necessary detour just so we would meet at this late gate. It was a reckless turn of fortune, a beautiful high-speed spill, a sudden stop I couldn't dodge, standing perfectly still. The golden collision shattering the frame of what I knew. I bumped into destiny that day when I accidentally ran into you. The golden collision, quiet now and true. I bumped into destiny that day when I accidentally ran into you. Thank goodness for the accident. Thank goodness for the beautiful, unexpected you. I used to chase the brightest lights like ships that wander through the nights. I thought the passion had to burn, a frantic lesson I would learn. My map was marked with hurried lines, seeking out invisible signs until your quiet voice took hold, a shelter worth much more than gold. Oh, you are the hum of my coordinates, the only sound my spirit married. Before you spoke, I didn't know the quiet place where hearts should go. I'm steady now, the anchor dropped. This lovely current cannot be stopped. A perfect fit, a simple key. You are the gravity for me. It isn't lightning bold and grand, but just the warmth within your hand. It's coffee poured in morning slow, the simple peace that starts to grow. You make the silence feel like grace, the softest echo in this place, a gentle rhythm soft and deep, while all my scattered worries sleep. Oh, you are the hum of my coordinates, the only sound my spirit merits. Before you spoke, I didn't know the quiet place where hearts should go. I'm steady now, the anchor drop. This lovely current cannot be stopped. A perfect fit, a simple key. You are the gravity for me. I search for magic in the fray, but magic lives inside the day. I didn't need a golden coast, I only needed you the most. If time should fold and worlds should cease, I'd find you here, the latitude of peace. Oh, you are the hum of my coordinates, the only sound my spirit merit. Before you spoke, I didn't know the quiet place where hearts should go. I'm steady now, the anchor dropped. This lovely current cannot be stopped. A perfect fit, a simple key. You are the gravity for me. My coordinates, so softly true. I just found home inside of you. The steady sound, the quiet hum, the place where I belong has come. The quiet hum, the quiet hum.
I used to walk through crowded halls and filter every word I tried to say. My deepest thoughts felt like high walls, too complicated to display. I searched for signals in the haze, a common frequency to tune. Just counting down the lonely days beneath the hesitant afternoon. You are the latitude of knowing, the simple map I couldn't read before. The constant current softly flowing, a rhythm standing at my door. It isn't magic, just alignment, a puzzle piece that fits with grace. The quiet, easy, bright refinement, I finally found my landing place. I don't have to explain the silence, the meaning hidden in my nervous pause. You see beyond the faint resistance and know the reason for my nervous flaws. You finish sentences I bury and understand the joke unseen. My complex world, both light and entirely clean. You are the latitude of knowing, the simple map I couldn't read before. The constant current softly flowing, a rhythm standing at my door. It isn't magic, just alignment, a puzzle piece that fits with grace. The quiet, easy, bright refinement, I finally found my landing place. Oh, they say the odds are astronomical, this thread woven in time, a connection that is purely logical, a flawless, unexpected chime. But every moment led me steady, past the detours and the fear, to where your soul was awaiting ready, the answer that was always here. You are the latitude of knowing, the simple map I couldn't read before. The constant current softly flowing, a rhythm standing at my door. It isn't magic, just alignment, a puzzle piece that fits with grace. The quiet, easy, bright refinement, I finally found my landing place. Found my landing place. The latitude of knowing, just simple map, just gentle grace. We are the constant current flowing. I was tracing the rim of a cheap porcelain cup, watching the slow amber light filling up. My mind was on lists and the errands I owed, just traveling slow down a well-trodden road. The dust motes were hanging like silver and gray in the quiet indifference of mid-morning day. I never expected the shift or the turn, just another small lesson I waited to learn. It was the physics of zero, the moment defined, where everything else was suddenly left behind. I hadn't been searching, I wasn't prepared, but the air stood so still when I knew that you cared. Just one half a second, a flicker of light, and the world that I lived in became wholly right. Your jacket was worn and the shadows were deep, the secrets your tired blue eyes tried to keep. I watched how you brushed a stray curl from your face and paused in the rush of that ordinary place. The sound of the traffic outside seemed to fade, every loud noise that the universe made. I only could hear the soft beat of my pulse.
ignoring all sensible logic for false. It was the physics of zero, the moment to find where everything else was suddenly left behind. I hadn't been searching, I wasn't prepared, but the air stood so still when I knew that you cared. Just one half a second, a flicker of light, and the world that I lived in became wholly right. They say that a meeting takes effort and time, a slow, careful climb up a sensible rhyme. But if a soul knew its twin from the very first glance, then why should we bother giving slow love a chance? No warning, no reason, no signal to wait, just destiny knocking right here at the gate. It was the physics of zero, the moment to find where everything else was suddenly left behind. I hadn't been searching, I wasn't prepared, but the air stood so still when I knew that you cared. Just one half a second, a flicker of light, and the world that I lived in became wholly right. The porcelain cup is still warm in my hand, but everything changed in this corner of land. The physics of zero, the new path begun, right there in the light of the low morning sun. The physics of zero. We started right there in the still, quiet air. I used to check the forecast just to know the hour. I kept my clocks 5 minutes fast to have a little power. I had a neat arrangement built of polished stone, a quiet small containment that I called my own. I measured every quarter inch along a yellow line, afraid to give a single pinch of the heart that felt like mine. Then you stepped across the threshold and the air began to hum. It was a story never told of a feeling that had come, a tremor in the framework, a sudden sweet mistake. The quiet that I used to work began to softly break. You are the saturation point where every shade is true. My world was black and white and jointed till I focused on you. I'm tethered to a featherweight, a current I can't fight, and falling past the garden gate into pure brilliant light. Oh, I am dizzy at the edges, completely overtaken. Every wall I built with hedges is gloriously shaken. We sit across the kitchen table, watching rain outside the glass, and suddenly I am unable to watch a single moment pass. You folded up my worries like a letter tucked away, and cured the frantic hurry of every passing day. The mundane used to settle in a blanket made of gray, but now you tell me where to spin and I forget the way. It wasn't something that I planned or thought that I would chase. I just found my shaking hand settled in your space, a tremor in the framework, a sudden sweet mistake. The quiet that I used to work began to softly break. You are the saturation point where every shade is true. My world was black and white and jointed till I focused on you. I'm tethered to a featherweight, a current I can't fight, and falling past the garden gate into pure brilliant light. Oh, I am dizzy at the edges, completely darling, you are cool as dewdrops in the air I need to breathe. I don't recall the reasons why I used to keep my ground, when silence just felt like a lie. Now that your voice is found, you are the saturation point where every shade is true. My world is black and white and jointed till I focused on you. I'm tethered to a featherweight, a current I can't fight, and falling past the garden gate in a pure brilliant light. Oh, I am dizzy at the edges, completely overtaken. Every wall I built with hedges is gloriously shaken, gloriously shaken. The saturation point focused on you in a pure brilliant light. Oh, pure light. The clock said 20 after 3, the same old quiet street for me. I was tracing patterns on the glass, letting all the empty moments pass. The barista called out someone's name, and everything felt exactly the same, just waiting for the traffic light to turn, with little lessons I had yet to learn. Then the air went thick and deep, like a secret I had promised to keep. The 30-second static hit, and the whole out world decided to quit. I didn't know your history, but you look like home to me. It wasn't slow, it wasn't planned, just a sudden knowing in my open hand. You moved across the room in slow release and brought the hurry waiting all to peace. The way you paused before you took a seat, a perfect rhythm, beautifully complete. I saw the light catch softly on your hair, a kind of sunlight that was never there, and every piece of logic in my head was quietly, suddenly, utterly dead. And the air went thick and deep, like a secret I had promised to keep. The 30-second static hit, and the whole out world decided to quit. I didn't know your history, but you look like home to me. It wasn't slow, it wasn't planned, just a sudden knowing in my open hand. They always say that love requires time, a measured path, a necessary climb, but all the years of searching stopped right there, frozen like the dust motes in the yellow air. I didn't need a single second more than standing rooted to this coffee floor. This wasn't hope, this wasn't plea, this was just gravity choosing me. The 30-second static, oh, it was a place I had to go. Gravity choosing me. Suddenly, the gravity choosing me. Suddenly. I used to live on humming floors, just static noise behind the doors. I was a ship without a bay, and every thought would drift away. I searched the air for something real to tell me how I ought to feel. Just endless frequency and sound till you were finally found. You are the 22.4, the only signal I tune for. Now every song is crystal clear. The moment you are standing near, I thought my compass needle bent, but you're the true experiment. No background noise, no fading light. You make the whole world sound just right. That quiet corner where you sit, the perfect place where we both fit. You notice things I never would, the tiny, overlooked and good. I watch the pattern on your sleeve, the simple reasons I believe we fit together, calm and slow, like secrets only we two know. You are the 22.4, the only signal I tune for. Now every song is crystal clear. The moment you are standing near, I thought my compass needle bent, but you're the true experiment. No background noise, no fading light. You make the whole world sound just right. And even if the wires frayed or colors of the summer fade, I know exactly where I stand with my two hands held in your hand. I couldn't go back now and try to listen to that distant lie. I'm anchored deep, completely shown. This frequency is now my own. The tuning dial settled there, the perfect fit upon the air. It's always you, it's always true. My 22.4 with you, sounding just right, just right, just right. I was walking too fast, running late again. Didn't check the forecast for the sudden rain. The sky broke open like a fragile plate. I ducked into a doorway to escape my fate. The place was hidden, dim and rarely found. A little bookstore without a sound. My usual street was 5 turns to the west, but the storm was a detour putting me to the test. Now I call it fate, but it looked like a mess. A lucky disruption, a pure carelessness. I was 3 blocks off course that stormy afternoon, and I found my whole world beneath the quiet moon. That unplanned interruption, the moment we met, is a single mistake I will never regret. You were leaning silent by a dusty stack, lost inside the spine of a book printed black. You didn't flinch when the window pane rattled hard, just looked up slowly, letting down your guard. You offered me the only dry seat inside, and suddenly the darkness turned to gentle light. We started talking, just whispers in the gloom. Now I call it fate, but it looked like a mess. A lucky disruption, a pure carelessness. I was 3 blocks off course that stormy afternoon, and I found my whole world beneath a quiet moon. That unplanned interruption, the moment we met, is a single mistake I will never regret. Think of all the perfect timing I had kept, every straight line I walked while the whole world slept. If I hadn't missed that second hand or caught that train just right, I'd have never needed shelter from the falling light. It took a downpour and a turn I shouldn't take to find the future that I didn't know how to make. Now I call it fate, but it looked like a mess, a lucky disruption, a pure carelessness. I was 3 blocks off course that stormy afternoon, and I found my whole world beneath a quiet moon. That unplanned interruption, the moment we met, is a single mistake I will never regret. I will never regret. The sky decided for us, I suppose, a wonderful twist in the path that fate chose. 3 blocks off course and finally home. Finally home. The day was measured out in sips and promises behind my lips. I watched the steam curl from the cup and tried to add the figures up. My focus strayed toward the street, the sound of hurried tapping feet, just waiting for the afternoon to fade into the coming moon. Then you stepped in across the tile and stole the rhythm for a while. The cafe clamor seemed to drop as if a hidden switch could stop the whirring fans and soft debate. I only saw you at the gate. The light came silver through the pane and washed away the gentle rain of every thought I held inside. I had nowhere left to hide. That's unscheduled gravity, a sudden pull in front of me before my logic could begin. My future crashed completely in. It wasn't planning, wasn't choice. It was a whisper, not a voice, a knowing deep within my heart where 2 forgotten halves could start. Unscheduled gravity, my dear. I've loved you since you first stood here. I saw the collar faded gray, the casual, easy, open way you pushed the dark strands from your eyes without needing soft disguise. I recognized the curving line, this memory that wasn't mine. It felt like waking from a dream or stepping over a hidden stream. I looked directly at your face and found my single rightful place. That's unscheduled gravity, a sudden pull in front of me before my logic could begin. My future crashed completely in. It wasn't planning, wasn't choice. It was a whisper, not a voice, a knowing deep within my heart where 2 forgotten halves could start. Unscheduled gravity, my dear. I've loved you since you first stood here. The universe rewrote the map and caught me in its quiet trap. It bypassed all the lonely weeks and used the language that it speaks. I knew you'd meet like this, just so right where the coffee overflows. No warning sign, no gentle cue, just instant undeniable truth. The hour hand begins to turn, but there's a new fire that will burn. Unscheduled gravity, it pulls me down to you, down to you. stayed and focused on the rain, trying hard to navigate the lane. My coffee cup was brimming to the top. I meant to run, but stumbled to a stop. I watched my leather journal hit the ground and heard a careless rushing startled sound. You knelt down to help me find the page, turning over fate upon the stage. It wasn't luck, it wasn't planned at all, just the physics of a downward fall. If I hadn't tripped on that gray stone, I would have stayed completely all alone. I call it accidental latitude, the only error that felt true and good. A sudden, perfect, gentle collision, a change in fate, sweet vision. You handed back the pages clean and dry and asked me if the street was running high. We laughed about the mess we almost made, and suddenly the busy world delayed. I saw a quiet kindness in your eyes, a color matching clear October skies. The destination I was headed for was right here standing by the bookshop door. It wasn't luck, it wasn't planned at all, just the physics of a downward fall. If I hadn't tripped on that gray stone, I would have stayed completely all alone. I call it accidental latitude, the only error that felt true and good. A sudden, perfect, gentle collision, a change in fate, a sweet vision. Maybe every wrong turn I had taken before, and every single bolted heavy door was just preparing for this pavement crack to stop me running and to pull me back to the moment when the chaos cleared the way and showed me what the universe wanted to say. We had to break the pattern to connect, a fragile, clumsy architect. It wasn't luck, it wasn't planned at all, just the physics of a downward fall. If I hadn't tripped on that gray stone, I would have stayed completely all alone. I call it accidental latitude, the only error that felt true and good. Sudden, perfect, gentle collision, a change in fate, a sweet vision. I was rushing to the bakery door, checking messages I read before. Head down, looking at the streets, chip paint, moving too fast, feeling slightly faint. I had 3 papers bundled in my hand, a cup of coffee I could barely stand, and just around the corner, sudden bend, my careful morning schedule met its end. We were a total miscalculation, a glitch in my morning navigation, a small seismic shift in the streetlights glow. That's how my destined path began to show. I tripped over chance but landed in grace, finding your quiet, familiar face. It was the happiest wreck I'd ever known, a beautiful mistake entirely my own. The apologies were all misplaced sounds as we gathered coffee off the grounds. You had crescent moon shadows by your eye, and I knew I couldn't just walk by. Your voice was low, steady, gentle tone, as if we'd always stood right here alone. We laughed at the chaos in the rush hour breeze. Suddenly all my hurried heart found ease. We were a total miscalculation, a glitch in my morning navigation, a small seismic shift in the streetlights glow. That's how my destined path began to show. I tripped over chance but landed in grace, finding your quiet, familiar face. It was the happiest wreck I'd ever known, a beautiful mistake entirely my own. If I had caught the bus I meant to catch, if you hadn't stopped to tie that latch, we almost missed the thread, the smallest space. I can't believe we found this perfect place. This wasn't chaos, no, it felt too clear, like fate held its finger and paused us right here. We were a total miscalculation, a glitch in my morning navigation, a small seismic shift in the streetlights glow. That's how my destined path began to show. I tripped over chance but landed in grace, finding your quiet, familiar face. It was the happiest wreck I'd ever known, a beautiful mistake entirely my own. Fortunate bump, a beautiful spill. My detour home is standing still. It wasn't the plan, but it's sweeter this way. A cosmic error that brightened my day. Cosmic coordinates off just for